Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, where the 1-1 New York Giants come to town to take on the 2-0 Cleveland Browns. Daniel Jones and Deshaun Watson, the quarterback matchup on your screen, getting ready to go head-to-head on the shores of Lake Erie. It is a mildly cool 68-degree day on the 4th Sunday of September, and here come the Cleveland Browns. Looking to become the first team to be 3-0 in the simulation series, and the Giants trying to make some headway in the NFC East, currently led by the 2-0 Washington Commanders. As you see, Daniel Jones getting his squad ready to go. Kevin Stefanski, two-time Coach of the Year, including last year with that impressive 11-6 record with a very injured team, achieving the 5 seed, taking his team all the way to the wild card round. And it looks like we will get to see Daniel Jones on the opening drive here in Cleveland. The fans are rocking, as they should be and as they always have been. And we will get started momentarily as Corey Bojorquez, the punter, has the ball on the tee and has us just about ready to roll. Should be a pretty good matchup. I'm expecting a lot of offense, that's for sure. But the Browns defense trying to make themselves the #1 defense back-to-back years. Welcome, everybody, joining me. The whole mod squad here tonight. Chili XSM, Eggs Off, SM, John Zeller, Diehard Fitz Fan, Ultimate and Red, everybody else joining me throughout. And here we go. We are underway from Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Return will be taken for a knee in the end zone, and Daniel Jones begins drive number 1 from his own 25. Danny Dimes, as they call him, was anything but that last week. After a Week 1 win against the Vikings, you thought the Giants could ride the wave of their momentum in week number 2, but they ended up losing to the Commanders in a game that meant everything for the NFC East lead in week 2. Speaking of Commanders, what up, Kurt Cobain? Welcome. Commanders in the building. Yes, sir. Giants begin this drive from their own 25-yard line, and the Browns will rush 4. Jones evading pressure. Here comes Myles Garrett, and there's his first pressure and a forced incompletion. It is like the snap of a finger and the flick of a light switch. The Browns defense on you in an instant. What up, it's Sam Darnold season. Let's go Browns, baby. Only being Lila, and yes, I agree, pick the Giants. Yeah, we had 6 late pick'ems yesterday. 38-3 is the split for this game. Jones out of the empty on a 2nd and 10. Myles Garrett forces the incompletion. Jones going to launch left side. It is caught down low. That's good enough for the first down. And it is Terry Tracy with the catch on that one. Able to move the chains for the Giants. Got those updated. Appreciate it. Is that a switch? It's the Giants. That is true. Could be. Jones able to convert a 12-yard pass, and he's going to fake the handoff here. Launching down the middle. Got a man at midfield. It is caught for the first down. It is Hyatt. So the second-year receiver, Jalen Hyatt, with a nice reception and a couple of first downs back-to-back for the New York Giants. All right. This game is going by quick. We are diving deep into it. Back-to-back first down passes from Daniel Jones as he will hand it off this time left side. And that's good enough for a gain of 4 to Devin Singletary on his first rush of the afternoon. First 1 o'clock game on Sunday of week number 3. After last night's 48-18 thumping the Jets had over the New England Patriots, which was Scorigami, our first of the 2024 simulation season. Couple people in the backfield on a 2nd and 6. Man in motion in front of Jones as he will hand it off to Singletary up the middle. Got some nice blocking and a Giant first down. Gain of 10 will put him at the Cleveland 36-yard line. And the Browns defense, after a nice first play, have been set backwards a couple times in a row. We'll have to rebound in the next couple of plays. I formation look here for the G-men. 2 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. Their offense feeling nice against the #1 defense from last year, but that's why Myles Garrett with a 7-yard sack. Chili with a $2 dono. W Chili, Giants bribe money. All right, brother. Let's see how that goes for you. Bad time, yeah. You timed that about as bad as Border World's timed his yesterday. That's for sure. Appreciate the dono, though, my friend. Loss of 7 on the sack. Myles Garrett, 2nd of the season. Giants push back to the 42. Jones off the play action. On a 5-man rush, we'll toss it left side, and it's caught by Tracy on the sideline. Good enough to gain 5. Or no, it's Singletary, sorry. What up, Scribble? Bribes have not been thriving recently, that's for sure. But Chile extends his lead to $2.01 in first place. The dog pound is rowdy here in Cleveland. 3rd and 12, their defense trying to get their offense on the field here soon. Jones stepping away from pressure. Into Myles Garrett, he is hit as he throws incomplete. So Myles Garrett with a handful of pressures, a sack, and a forced incompletion on the opening drive, and the Giants will stall short. Although this should be field goal range, and it is. Graham Gano is on for the 55-yard attempt for the Giants. Looking to put them on the board on their opening drive. The kick is on the way, and it is good. Good kick there from Graham Gano. Had plenty of distance. And the accuracy as well. Giants take an early 3-0 lead. Danny Dimes right there. W. Miles. Let's go. All right, let's take a look at the rest of our week here as we just posted the Chiefs-Bengals highlights. If you missed that stream, that was one of the best offensive games we have had in a long, long time. So I encourage you to go check that out after stream. But we got some really good games coming up this week as well. I think Commanders-Bengals is going to be a really good one. Jags-Bills should be fun as well. And Ravens-Cowboys is the one I'm looking out for the most. Return will be taken by Nyheim Hines, a recent offseason acquisition here for the Browns, up to the 22. And out comes Deshaun Watson. Climbed an uphill battle last week in a game where he threw 2 interceptions and a come-from-behind victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars as he takes the field now. But he put the team on his back in that fourth quarter. And between him and the Browns defense, they were able to shut down and shut out the Jacksonville Jaguars. Deshaun Watson on the field for the first time today. Bunch formation left at his own 22. Looking to kickstart the Browns offense. Pressure coming. He will swing it out to Nick Chubb, the running back coming back from injury, throwing a man off of him. Already a nice play there from Chubb at a gain of 5. I'm telling you, there's animations that Nick Chubb has in this game that no other running back has. Hot take, Singletary is going to be a 1,000-yard rusher this season. That's a good take. The Saquon replacement. Oh, I forgot about that. That fantasy, it's going to be big here. 4-receiver look on a 2nd down and 5. Chubb in the backfield to the right side of Watson. Will get a left side carry. Downfield following blockers and a gain of 10. So Chubb with a catch and a rush and already has a Browns first down on their opening drive. Anyway, more Madden 25 leaks, by the way. In the game selection menu, you will now be able to choose your commentary crew, which is pretty exciting. So that should be fun. Watson now on a 1st and 10. See if he will throw his second pass, and he looks to. With pressure coming up the middle. Watson will throw left side. Intercepted. Pass is picked off at the 48. And return to the 49-yard line. And there's Deshaun Watson in his negative side. Wow. It is picked off by Cordell Flat. Low pass intended for Njoku. A little bit too far out in front. And Watson has picks in back-to-back weeks. Brutal. What up, Centaur, you? Can't use MSG, though? That's a Madden? No, yeah, I know. Don't worry. I'm only going to use them when I play, off stream. Unless I can't call a game for whatever reason, laryngitis or, I don't know. I'm busy, but, not too busy to start a stream and end a stream. I can always rely on Mike Tirico. There is that. Browns turn it over on their opening drive. Giants have excellent field position from the Browns 49, and Jones is going to deliver down the field to Bellinger with a gain of 15. Filling in for the recently retired Darren Waller. And that's a nice toss there from Daniel Jones. Is Kevin Harlan in the game? No, it's Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Then there's a female commentator. Can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. Devin Singletary by himself in the backfield on a 1st and 10. After the 15-yard incompletion, Jones back to work. Being pressured, throwing left side. Nice toss, and again, it's Bellinger with a gain of 6. Kate Scott, that is her name, yes. Which I don't know if I know who that is, to be honest with you. I might, actually. Is she with CBS? I don't remember. On a 2nd and 4, see if the Browns will bring some pressure here. And they will not. Handoff is going right side to Tracy. And a gain of 1 on his opening carry. Who's actually going to buy the new Madden? I already pre-ordered it, but you know why I do it. I got the college football Madden bundle. Save a little bit of money and get the game a couple days early. Jones out of the empty here on 3rd and 3. The dog pound is rocking once again. Low snap taken. Jones quickly down the middle. And a missed assignment. And the Giants will have a first down, a gain of 15. Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, the college football game is going to be tough. I'm looking forward to that. By this year, because the Bears hopefully have a quarterback for once. I like that. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch for the college football release here in about 4 weeks. Pretty excited for that one. Giants trying to be the first team in the end zone today. Left side handoff to Singletary. Up the middle. Nice gain of 6. Does a lot of Philly sports. Gotcha. Birthday's always right around when Madden releases. This year college football game comes out the same week. Dang. The leaks, it just looks like Madden 25 is just a reskin of college football 25. Disappointing. Yeah. But you already knew they were going to invest more time in college football. Giants in the I formation from the Browns 5-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Singletary, and he is going to get near the line to gain. Refs will rule him a yard short. Well, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are still in the game, but you don't have to listen to them if you don't want to. I'm pretty sure they might be the default commentary duo. But that's all right. What up, Mateo? Welcome in. Jones on a 3rd down and 1 from the Cleveland 3-yard line will hand it off up the middle to Singletary, who dives for the touchdown through the JOK tackle. And the Giants have a 2-possession lead early. Denzel Ward interception would have fed families right there. Unfortunate. Giants will cash in off the turnover. Devin Singletary up the middle with a diving effort. Chase Brown flashbacks? Ah, should have been. That game was insane, man. On for the extra point. Graham Gano. Kick on the way, and it is good. Giants take a 10-0 lead after 7 minutes and 4 seconds. Deshaun Watson trying to shake off the butterflies. He is still working to get back to his prime. They are like Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth, but not as good. I don't know. See, everyone seems to hate Chris Collinsworth and Tony Romo. It's becoming like a trend. Tony Romo's only dislikable now in terms of commentary because CBS made him stop like giving the plays away before they happen. They didn't, I don't know. Something about they just didn't enjoy that. And then Collinsworth, people just don't like him because he glazes players, but like rightfully so. Some of the players deserve it. Nyheim Hines returning this from his own 2-yard line, taking it left side to the 21. And out comes Deshaun Watson for drive number 2. But I don't know, that's just me. I don't think there's any commentators I dislike. Of course, I have my preferences, but I'm definitely not going to dislike anyone. Matt, overrated or overhated? I think it is just overhated. I agree. It's just a fad right now. It's a trend. Bunch formation right for Deshaun Watson. Back on the field after his interception. See how he's feeling now. As he uncorks one deep right side over the shoulder. Catch is made to Amari Cooper, and he will go the distance. Deshaun is feeling just right. Touchdown, Browns. Wow. Wide receiver 1 gains a step, and the Browns are going to go 79 yards in one play to Amari Cooper. A catch and run down the right sideline. Let's go. Okay. Well, then he shut the haters up pretty quick. Another Browns 10-point comeback. It's inevitable, man. It happens so often. Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point, and we are back to a 3-point game after just 9 seconds. And chat rejoices. Let's go. Saw a Madden simulation where Kirk Cousins fumbled at the 1-yard line against the Panthers. Man by day. Nice. Gotta love that. Who do the Panthers play this week? I'm sure they'll give whoever they play good comp. The Panthers have been playing pretty good, so far this season. They've tied their first game and they lost by, a touchdown in their second game? They've been at least competitive. They play the Raiders this week, so they have a chance. Return is taken here for New York from the goal line. Up the middle, and a good return up to the 27. That's where Jones will begin drive number 3. Not a whole lot of rest in between possessions, thanks to the heroics of Amari Cooper on the catch and run as he escaped the tackle of Flott, who had the interception earlier. Wow. I feel like every Browns simulation is eerily similar to the last. Something about the game, who knows? Jones and company back on the field. Their lead is cut down to 3. Pressure coming here, and Singletary almost broke free on a gain of 8 yards. He will take that. Glaze Mahomes and Tony Romo glaze Dak, and Gallagher goes Dak. I mean, yeah, obviously Collinsworth glazed Mahomes, but once he realized that, like, the internet was making fun of him for it, he's like, you know what? I'll keep doing it. Just for gets and shiggles, why not? 8-yard gain on the 6th carry from Singletary. Here is number 7. That one's good enough for just a yard on the JOK tackle. Vietnam flashbacks and 10-point leads, yeah. That triggers like war veteran status. You should be given a veteran discount for that, Chili. Not gonna lie. Browns corners in press coverage here on 3rd and 1. Quick handoff down the middle to Singletary. He will move the chains. Tackle made by Denzel Ward at the 41-yard line. So Devin Singletary with the Giant touchdown on the 2nd drive off the turnover. Able to move the chains for the Giant offense. 50% off donuts, dang. Veteran discount might be a little crazy. A little ambitious, if you will. In the I formation are the Giants once again. 1 minute left in the opening quarter. Right side handoff to Singletary, and Singletary is free inside the Brown 40-yard line. Grant Delpit saves the touchdown. I mean, I say it all the time with carries like that to the outside. Every time I'm like, oh, I'm going to wait for the safety. You know, safety will save a touchdown. But right there, I actually got scared for a second. There wasn't even anybody left. Luckily, that was not the case. Singletary been putting the team on his back so far in this opening quarter. Left side pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 30-yard line. It is returnable. And this one might go the distance. For Devin Bushers and Jordan Hicks, it is Hicks, the former Viking, down to the Giant 2. There we go. Wow. If you take the ball out of the hands of Singletary and leave it up to Danny Dimes, he'll drop a dime in the wrong bucket. That one in the hands of Jordan Hicks. And the Browns are in business at the Giant 2. There's my defense. Let's go. Let's go. Average Browns game at this point. Defense only gives up scores on a short field. That's just the way it works. Run-heavy formation on 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Nick Chubb in the backfield, but Watson. Quick toss right side for the touchdown. David Njoku. Bang. Let's go. W's in the chat for my Browns pickups. Back-to-back one-play drives. This one just 2 yards to Chief Njoku. And the Browns on top for the first time this afternoon. Let's go. What a first quarter, you know. 2 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, a field goal. We've had pretty much everything in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good for Hopkins. Giants already blowing leads. Oh, the New York Football Giants. Where's Brennan Marks today? Got to be representing the squad. Has to be. Punt return? I mean, hey, we had one of those yesterday, so close enough, I must say. It'll have to work. We've had, what, 2 punt return touchdowns this season? Which is exponentially more than before, considering we had none prior to this year. But we've had 1 safety, 2 punt return touchdowns, I think 4 or 5 kickoff return touchdowns, and a couple defensive pick sixes too. Giants offense will take over at the 25, 42 seconds left in the opening quarter. Not now, but soon, okay. Diehard Fins fan with the prediction. Monday's your last day of school. You cannot still be in school, brother. There's no, it is the middle of June. Sue your school district ASAP. They are doing you wrong. At least, you don't got to go back to school till like week 1 of the NFL season. That's the way I look at it. Giants' 10-point lead is gone in a poof after the Daniel Jones interception. I formation, play action look. Jones stepping to his right, looking to evade pressure, and he's going to run into this area. Smith, the loss of 4. Browns defense is feasting. Who were in school until July? Wow. That's insane. Do they go back in like October or what? That is crazy. You go back to 26th of August, that's outrageous. One more play in the opening quarter. Daniel Jones takes his second sack today. One for Garrett, one for Smith, and a carry here up the middle for Singletary into Juan Thornhill. That'll take us to the end of the opening quarter. Browns 14, Giants 10. What an opening 10 minutes of football. Wow. This game has been pure entertainment so far. Jones in the backfield on 3rd and 10. Pressure coming up the middle, and the screen pass is incomplete. Michael Hall Jr., the Buckeye, the rookie, the 3rd-round pick for the Browns in the 2024 NFL Draft, with the pressure, and the Giants will punt. Is that school or jail? Not for real. Jamie Gillen, the Scottish Hammer, a little homecoming action today. The former Cleveland Brown on for the kick as he gets this one back and away to Nyheim Hines, who has room to return from his own 30. Up the middle, going to bounce this one right side and almost got away. Good return of 16 to the 46. Almost had it right there, diehard Fins fan. Nearly called it. I thought Hines was gone. Hines is one of a couple players that I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he can do it. Hines, Bucky Irving, Xavier Gibson. And I feel like there's a couple. Cordell Patterson. There's a lot. Quite a few. Browns start this drive at their own 46 after a nice punt return from Nyheim Hines and a handoff up the middle to Nick Chubb, a gain of 3. Yeah, what's everybody's Father's Day plans tomorrow, chat? What are we doing for the dads around the world? I know I'm golfing tomorrow with my dad. Going to be pretty hot, so we're going to go in the morning, but I'm going to enjoy my time out there. Watson now in the pistol. On a 2nd and 7, Chubb in the backfield to his left. Will get the carry. His 3rd rush today, and he has got a gain of 5. Girl now doing grad party for my son. Oh, wow, grad party on Father's Day. Nice. Brunch with Zeller. Taking her dad to a fancy dinner. W. Love that, love that. There we go. Back-to-back carries for Nick Chubb makes it a 3rd and 2 from the New York Giant 46. How about 3 in a row this time? Chubb going the wrong way. Dexter Lawrence up the middle with the tackle for loss. Chubb goes backwards 3 yards, and the Browns will go 3 and out. Remember when Hines had 2-point return touchdowns against the Panthers? I was 9. Dang. Nyheim Hines has been around for a minute. Corey Bojorquez on for the punt. The Browns go 3 and out despite their excellent field position. Bojorquez getting this one away right sideline, and a pretty poor kick out of bounds at the 22. Devin Singletary having himself a pretty good day despite the Giants' offense being basically dormant. 6.7 yards per carry for the former Buffalo Bill. Barbecue day ribs, chicken, hot dog, steak. Let's go. That sounds fire. Can't go wrong with some good old-fashioned American and barbecue. The whole 100 yards. I like that. Bunch formation right and a receiver left on 1st and 10 for Daniel Jones at the 22-yard line. Myles Garrett is collapsing the pocket and a sack. Jones will lose 8. Garrett gets another half a sack. And the Browns defense continues to feast. Let's go. There we go. Jones going to lose another 8 yards. Myles Garrett, 1.5 sacks so far this afternoon. Left side handoff goes to Singletary, and he gains just 4. And the 1st-round pick out of Georgia a couple of years ago, Andrew Thomas, going down with an injury. Looks like that is his right shoulder. He'll nurse that one back to health, hopefully. We'll see him back at this one in a little bit. But a gain of 4 will make it a little bit more manageable, 3rd and 14. But all the momentum in favor of the Browns at this point. 3rd and 14. Jones now anticipating a snap here. It is low but collected. Jones going to send one right side down the field, incomplete. Denzel Ward in coverage. And the Warden able to keep a tight leash on Jalen Hyatt. Will force a Giant 3 and out. What up, BG Pro? You had the Browns? I believe so, yes. Have a lot of hate relationships with September. It's when the NFL starts, but school starts. True. Jamie Gillen on for the punt. Back-to-back possessions. He has seen the football field. Another returnable kick for Nyheim Hines. Going to take this one across midfield up to the Giant 47. Ward got burnt? Nah. He was there. Bro is the warden. Bro is the quarterback one of the best quarterback trio in football. That is factual. Definitely my opinion, but you know what? It's good enough. He might have had a step, but he wasn't going to score. Wasn't Amari Cooper levels of open. But you know what I mean. Second time today, the Browns will start their drive from inside Giant territory. Watson, deep left side pass, diving attempt, and a wonderful catch from Amari Cooper. Gain of 16, and the all-time franchise leader in a single game receiving yards, Amari Cooper, trying to break his own record at home this time. Dang. Dable looking ahead in disgust, not too happy with it. Run-heavy formation on first and 10. Shove the lone man in the backfield. And he will get a stretch handoff right side, cutting back up the middle. And not a lot of breathing room, just a gain of 2. Still waiting for a punt return. I don't know if today's the day. We've kind of been blessed with back-to-back weeks. I feel like we're going to average about 1 a week at this point. That seems to be the way Madden is going. Chubb able to pick up 2 on his 5th carry. And Watson going to take a read option left side. Got great downfield blocking. And will put the ball inside the Giant red zone with a 10-yard gain. So the Browns offense now going to march down the field a little bit. 1 play at a time. I like the way this game's going so far. Browns also good ball to begin half number 2. So I'm feeling good about momentum. 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Browns try to take a 2-possession lead and keep the momentum rolling. A handoff to Nick Chubb up the middle and a gain of 7. His second longest of the day. Watson commanding the troops after his opening drive interception. Not playing too shabby. And the Oilers up 1-0 right now in the Stanley Cup final in this game. Chubb able to pick up 7 more yards. Now 2nd and 3 from the Giant 11. Hand off left side going to Chubb. Got the first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Browns. Isn't that 3-0 Florida? I'm pretty sure. Are we in game 4 of the Stanley Cup final? That sounds about right. Yes, we are. All right. So that probably doesn't make a huge difference, I suppose. Halfway through the second quarter now. 1st and goal from the 8. Browns trying to get another touchdown. Little RPO left side. Caught by Njoku down to the 1. And a good heads-up play there from Watson. His only incompletion so far today was the interception. So in all reality, all of his passes have been caught. Just not by the right team. All right, later, Scribble. Enjoy game 4. Browns in the I formation at the 1-yard line. It is prime Nick Chubb territory. Trying to score once again. Left side he will go. Following blockers into the end zone for the Browns touchdown. 20 unanswered for Cleveland. What up, A-Rod? Never fear, everyone's favorite Giants fan is here. Well, you came at a pretty bad time, unfortunately. But your Giants did have a 10-0 lead, if you want to take that. Nick Chubb back in the end zone where he is so familiar with himself for the 3rd time this season. I don't see Brenda Marks either. That's all right. Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point. And the Browns take an 11-point lead, 21 unanswered points. No, Brandon Marks is not here, I don't think. He'll make an appearance soon, I'm sure. He's not going to miss a Giants game, especially because of how rare it is for your team to play on my channel. It's like every other week at this point. So when your team plays, you got to dial in. Giants have also got to dial in. They have looked really, really bad ever since they went up by 10. See if they can change it here. Bork is on for the kickoff. Gets this one back and away. And this one will be returned from the end zone for the Giants. And their special teams will get them up to the 25. Devin Singletary, only 1 carry on that drive and a gain of 4. after the Giants go 3 and out. But the Browns able to march down the field and cash in on the excellent field position. Their defense is rejuvenized here late in the first half. What a word, rejuvenized. Digging deep into my vocab. 4:23 left in the opening half here in Cleveland. A half that has been a tale of 2 quarters. And a right side read option taken by Danny Dimes, a gain of 11 on his first carry. What up, PS5 Dolphins? What's the Giants' record? They are 1-1. They won week number 1 against the Vikings 28-7. A week 2 loss last week to the Commanders 37-29. Bunch formation left here for Jones. He is trying to get things hurried up with under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Jones, a little RPO left side, looking for some blocking as Malik Neighbors, and he will juke into a tackle at the 43. Tired Fins fan has found his person. Dare I say his people, because yes, I agree he's not in here yet. But Dolphins fans, I know what I would say are probably a top 5 fan base on my channel. Jones now on a 2nd and 3. First catch today for Malik Neighbors, the rookie. And a handoff right side to Singletary. Got the first down into the Browns half of the field on his 12th carry. 83 yards so far this afternoon. He has been the better running back. Comparing him to Nick Chubb at the moment. He is feasting on the ground. Singletary by himself in the backfield after his 12th carry. Able to move the chains. Jones now stepping right away from pressure. And he will take off. He's got plenty of green grass ahead of him. And he will dive down at the Brown 23. All right, then. And the Giants are starting to heat back up on the offensive end with the Danny Dimes QB keeper. Interesting. Couple of first downs picked up with the legs of Daniel Jones, able to stay upright on those carries with a bootleg left side. He will check it down to Bellinger, and that one's not going to go according to plan, a loss of 2. Better than tripping. You're right about that. Ronnie Hickman, the Buckeye, on the tackle. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. 21 unanswered points puts the Browns up 21-10 with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Very entertaining game so far, that's for sure. 2 receivers to either side of Jones on a 2nd and 12 from the 25. Screen passes out there, incomplete. Shedding off a tackler is Singletary, and a nice gain of 5 on what could have been a loss of 3. That was impressive, I guess. Giants fans will take that with no regrets whatsoever. Giants able to move up to the Brown 20. The G-men back inside the red zone here at the 20. Jones taking a snap, stepping right, evading pressure, and he will step up in the pocket looking for the line to gain, but he is a yard short. And the Browns will take a timeout. One to get the football back and some points on the board before halftime. Anticipating that the Giants do kick 3. I think a field goal is the right call here if you're the Giants. I must say, that's probably the right call. But we'll see what they do. And they will not. Giants are going to roll the dice here on a 4th and 1, 5 wide for Daniel Jones. Takes a snap from the 14. Checking it down the middle. It's incomplete. His own offensive lineman stepped in front of it. Oh, that is too funny. That's the most Giants thing I've ever seen. That is the most Giants thing I've ever seen. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Easiest first down completion of all time. And he stepped back up to throw a block to absolutely no one and greet his own team. I mean, he should have anticipated that. Maybe a lot pass was the right play, but wow. That is hilarious and also unfortunate. Unreal. Well, the Giants pull off perhaps the most Giant thing in franchise history. Now the Browns take over at the 14. Pressure coming, check down is incomplete. Real Jones would have ran for that? Probably. He'll never trust that offensive lineman again. I mean, not much you can do about that. Well, no, Oilers saw that, yeah. Try to force a Game 5 in the Stanley Cup Final. See if it can happen. Watson throws his second incompletion, just 5 for 7 so far today. Looking to make it 6 for 8, low but complete to Jerry Jeudy, former Denver Bronco, his first catch today. Is it 2-0 now? I saw it was 1-0. I didn't get the noti for 2-0, but you are possibly right. Yeah, it is 2-0. Henrique with a tip-in goal. Browns in the no-huddle here. 45 seconds left. 2 timeouts as well for Deshaun Watson. Facing a 4-man rush. Going to uncork one deep down the middle, and he's got Elijah Moore across midfield. Browns looking to add a couple more points to the scoreboard and keep their momentum rolling. A 26-yard gain. Able to move the chains across midfield. And the Browns will burn a timeout with 31 seconds left. Big time catch for the former New York Jet. Had his first complete season in Cleveland last year. Serving as wide receiver too. He'll get bumped down one with the acquisition of Jerry Jeudy. Browns down to their final timeout, and the calming has come across Cleveland Browns Stadium. Watson on 1st and 10. Dropping back to pass in the pocket. Will collapse. Dexter Lawrence with the sack. And now the Browns will take their final timeout. Feel like they kind of had to. Are the Guards first in their division? Yes. Yes, they are. AL Central is super competitive, but I think they are still first. Lost 5-0 today to the Blue Jays, but Jose didn't play, so that's my excuse. Represent the Panthers community on my channel. Appreciate it, man. I wonder how many other Panthers fans I have on here. I feel like I've got at least one. Maybe one more. We'll see. After the sack taken by Watson, Browns are out of timeouts, and they will just go off the play action here. Watson stepping away from pressure, and he will throw away to keep the drive alive for the Browns. Yeah, he definitely, I mean, who was that? Wyatt Teller, probably the right guard. Threw him backwards. That's an all-pro right guard, I believe. Former all-pro, if not. That was significant. See if the Giants rush their linebackers here on 3rd and 17. They will drop back into coverage, and Watson will drop back in the pocket. Dancing around, stepping right, and he will throw it away incomplete. And I would anticipate a punt coming up here for the Browns. A little bit too much time to scramble and throw a Hail Mary. So the Giant defense finally able to wake up. Took them a couple of drives, but they got the job done. Giants are going to rush everybody they can here on the Bojorquez punt as he gets this one up and away. Horrid punt out of bounds at the 32. Yeah, Wyatt Teller, not his fondest block, but still one of the best interior linemen in the NFL, in my opinion. Gotta love that. One more play here before halftime, and the Giants might be in range for a Hail Mary as Jones will drop back and now step up in the pocket, unleashing one towards the right sideline. Awfully short, but it is caught at the 35-yard line by Wan'Dale Robinson. And we have hit halftime here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Giants 10, Browns 21. Browns try to become the first 3-0 team in the 2024 simulation season. Probably next week, and by week I mean next simulation week, week 4, I'll throw out a poll asking you guys who you think will be the last undefeated team and who you guys think will be the last winless team in my simulations. Last year, the last undefeated team, or 2 years ago, was the Commanders. And I think last year it might have been the Cowboys. I don't remember for sure about that, but I think it was Dallas. With Kelsey retired, who is the best center right now? Creed Humphrey's the center, right, for the Chiefs. I feel like he's pretty solid. Gano is on for the kickoff for the Browns. Will take over. Nyheim Hines will take this with some momentum. Running up the middle to the 21. I feel like Creed Humphrey's a pretty good shout. I don't know a whole lot of centers, but Troy Armstead when healthy. Throw it up. What up, Ocean Ty? Welcome. You made it indeed. Just in time for the second half. Really a tale of two quarters. Can appreciate that with the display of Madden. Browns going to open up in a run-heavy formation on a 1st and 10 left side to Nick Chubb, and he is going to get destroyed by Bobby Okereke and a loss of 3. Chubb trying to keep up that 5-yard per carry record. He is the only running back in NFL history to have averaged 5 yards a carry 4 years in a row with at least 100 carries. Really impressive for him. Chubb going to lose 3 yards on the opening play of half number 2. So Watson going to keep it in his hands this time, stepping right away from pressure, but into it he goes, and he is sacked. Well then, back-to-back losses. That's unfortunate. And the Browns will have a lengthy third down here. 3rd and 21 at the 10. Watson out of the empty. Not shying away from a deep pass here. As he will look to uncork one, he will just check it down to Njoku. And that one's going the wrong way. Deontay Banks with a tackle. And a negative 15-yard drive to open up the second half of the Browns. Brutal drive, man. Loss of 3, loss of 8, loss of 4. Yikes. Corey Bojorquez got to be careful. A little bit too slim back in the end zone as the Giants are going to bring a lot of guys, and that's not quite going to work out too well. Nice punt. Fair catch called for at the 49-yard line by Gunnar Olszewski. Back to the field comes Daniel Jones. Giants probably regretting not taking their points before the break on their final possession, or I should say second to last possession of half number 1. Could be an 8-point game right now, but hindsight is 20/20 in the NFL. Giants start this drive from their own 49 with a handoff to Singletary. He will bounce it left side and will pick up 3. Juan Thornhill with the tackle. Kind of hope the Giants score here to make this a much more competitive game. Not that it's not competitive to begin with, but I want the scores to represent that in as many of my sims as possible, which is something. Giants outgaining the Browns so far today by 48 yards, passing and rushing, combined with the left side handoff to Singletary. Oh, gain a yard. Gunner's kind of a cool name, I guess. I feel like Gunner is like a Norse name, like a, I don't know, like a Norwegian Viking almost. Creed Harper the best center now? I agree. That's a pretty fair take, I would have to say. Browns defense trying to force another 3 and out. Nobody was better than them in the 2023 season. Here comes Myles Garrett. Jones down the middle, and he will convert to Malik Neighbors. That is good enough to pick up a gain of 10 and move the sticks for the rookie. On his second reception this afternoon. Yeah, Gunner's kind of a cool name. I messed with that. 3 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. Inside handoff to Singletary, and he is catapulted backwards. Big Shelby Harris up the middle with a tackle for loss. I don't think there's any scarier team in the NFL to set a zero blitz at you than the Browns, because their linebackers and their corners are devastating in man coverage. Loss of a yard, tackle for loss made by Shelby Harris, former Seattle Seahawk, his second year in Cleveland, and here's a long-time Cleveland native, Myles Garrett, his second and a half sack. He is feasting right now. And with that, I believe he is at the top of the totem pole with sacks in the season. Wow. Giants are starting to figure out how hard it is to block the 2017 first overall pick. Jones dropping back to pass. Being pressured by Smith, throws left side into pressure, incomplete. And the Browns defense, another remarkable defensive stand. Gunnar Zeller, ooh. Yeah, you don't mess with that guy, that's tough. Myles Garrett takeover, yes sir. 62 yards, a little bit too far to try for Graham Gano, so Jamie Gillen gets the call up. And this punt is going to go out of bounds at the 21. Creed Harper's best center now. Eagles kick QB sneak out the 1 yard line because they have no center. Fair enough. Diehard Fitz fan, you're probably not going to see a return if the punt is from the other half of the field. Unfortunately, those are all 20-yard punts. According to Madden, that is what they claim it to be. I don't know, man. I watch the games, I don't manufacture them. That's all I can say. Browns offense back on the field. Another impressive defensive stand for the Cleveland defense as Watson going to uncork one right side, incomplete. Working on Jerry Jeudy on the crossing route. And it's Newman with the pass interference. Well, not legally interfering with that, I would have to say. Best offensive lineman group? That's a good question. We'll talk about that in a minute. On 2nd and 10, Deshaun Watson now with Chubb in the backfield to his right. Will hand it off left side, and Chubb will pick up 3. Tackled by Okereke. I promise you in an actual game, Chubb is not getting taken down in the open field by Bobby Okereke. Not going to happen. Best offensive lineman group, though. There's a couple of them out there. Ravens' offensive line's pretty solid. Bunch formation right on a 3rd and 7. Amari Cooper, the lone man at the top of the screen. Watson going to uncork one in the direction of Cooper, but it's Elijah Moore down the left sideline. One man to beat. Another deep touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. Wow. This team is electric, man. Deshaun Watson feeling himself stepping into that throw, finding the former New York Jet in his 2nd year in Cleveland, and he will take it the full distance. 76 yards for the Browns touchdown. 2 75-plus yard touchdowns for the Browns today. How about it? Lions for best O-line. I like that. Browns offensive line is still solid. If our tackles could just stay healthy, and if DeJuan Jones starts this season, I think that'll be the case. Extra point is on the way, and it is good. 28-10. Browns lead. Wow. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing now. Browns going to be 3-0 if they get the W. Yes, they will. That is, in fact, and indeed, the case. Ooh. Tired Fitz fan getting ready to be 2-0. Let's go. Bajorka is on for the kickoff. Giants will take over from the 25, trailing by 18, the largest deficit of the afternoon. Me, you, and a whole lot of other people there, diehard Spins fan, back to the spotlight at the top of the totem pole at 2-0. Incoming touchdown. You did call that. I didn't even read that. Yeah, you're right. That is correct. So hard to climb back up the hill with this Browns defense, and the Giants going to have to take on that battle. A check down the middle. Good enough to pick up 7. Jones trying to get back into rhythm here after taking a couple of big hits today. That's what's going to happen when you take on the Lake Erie defense of the Browns. This is a lethal group, and they proved it last year. Going from Joe Woods to Jim Schwartz, probably one of the best decisions this franchise has made since their remove here. Low pass is complete to Bellinger, and Juan Thornhill will take him down at the 40. Kickoff return as well, fair enough. And Erie defense, there you go. The lockdown on the lake, as they are supposed to be called. Which, if you've never been to Brown Stadium, literally right on the lake. Not even a joke. 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Giants have got to get back into this one with a touchdown on this drive. And a left side handoff to Singletary. Try to be the hero here on the offense for the Giants with a 4-yard gain. Who is tomorrow's game? Good question. Let's have a gander at the Week 3 schedule. Bears, Colts tomorrow. Let's go. Pump for that one. Should be a pretty good one. Balanced offense today for the Giants. 20 carries and 20 passes. As Jones will go off the play action. His 21st pass deep left side down the field, almost picked off by Juan Thornhill. Yeah, it should be a pretty good game, though. The Bears 1-1, losing to a walk-off field goal last week. And the 2-0 Indianapolis Colts with back-to-back upset wins over the Texans and over the Packers. One of the hottest teams in football, looking to keep that up tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Is Jones here on 3rd and 6, facing a 4-man rush. Uncorking one, right side, it's intercepted, picked up by Denzel Ward. And there's the Warden. That's going to leave a mark for Danny Dimes. Second time today, the lockdown on the lake has intercepted Daniel Jones. This time it is cornerback one, Denzel Ward, the Buckeye, with the pick. This defense, man, this is a special unit. Night, 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 night. Let's go. Chile was having fun for a quarter. 2-1 Oilers, Panthers on the board. Will they sweep? I might tune into that after stream, actually. Sounds like it'll be intriguing, although this game is going by pretty quick, so not going to have to rush or anything. Especially if the Browns are in possession, they'll run the football a ton, I would imagine. Browns back in possession of the football with their largest lead today at 18. Five-man rush, and Watson down the middle. There's Amari Cooper. Nice route running from wide receiver 1. And I can hear some faint Coops coming up from section 532 here in Brown Stadium. Or I should say 352. We don't really have 500s. We do. We definitely do. Under 3 left in the third quarter now. Nick Chubb by himself in the backfield. Left side stretch carry. And a penalty marker down. And I think Jedrick Wills Jr. may have held a weekly Jed penalty. Now, if that is the case, maybe that was on Njoku, though, on Thibodeau. And no, none of the above. Ethan Pocic, the guilty party. Got Caleb for my fantasy, but pick Colts for pick'em, so I'll be disappointed either way. I like that. First and 17 after the holding penalty. Right side goes Nick Chubb with a couple of blockers downfield. Got to make a man miss, and a nice gain of 13. 3 catches, 119 yards. That's just Amari Cooper for you. When I said Denzel Ward pick, I'm at the third quarter. Gotcha, yeah. I like that. Fans are dialed in, man. No better fans in the land. Bunch formation left on a second down and 4. Deshaun Watson checking it down to Chubb. Right side ball batted up in the air dangerously. That looked like a Raiders fumble from a handful of years ago, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That was a hilariously chaotic play. No, the bribes are not working at all. You're right about that. Guess tomorrow could be a shootout and the Bears lose by 3. That would be a double win. Fair enough. After the incompletion, Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the Giants' 29. Watson trying to move the chains, and he will. Right side to David Njoku. All right, later, Chili. I love that the Browns are winning for my sake, for my pick'em sake, for my team's sake, but I don't know. The more wide open these games become, obviously less viewership. It's just the way it works. But it is what it is. Browns offense continues to march down the field at the 21 now. Run heavy formation, but Watson looking to throw now, trying to escape, but Kayvon Thibodeau with the sack. Thought it was going to be Lawrence there, but Thibodeau wins the race to the quarterback. And Watson will lose 4. Not upset, though. That'll keep the clock moving. Yeah, anyone left throw like on the stream? Let's try to get to 10 total. See if we can get anywhere close to it. Watson sacked once again. Kayvon Thibodeau was a first-round pick a handful of years ago. And now a tackle for loss made by Lawrence. Chubb set back 2 yards the wrong direction. Dexter Lawrence, pretty underrated defensive tackle. Hardly recognized anymore. But he's pretty elite, I must say. 3rd and 16 here for the Browns. Back-to-back plays going the wrong direction for Watson and Chubb. And Watson looking for a screen left side with some blockers out there. Elijah Moore only going to muster a gain of 5, which will bring up 4th down, but one more play before the end of the quarter. And Elijah Moore is over 100 yards receiving today. 200-yard receivers for the Browns. That doesn't happen too often. Once in a blue moon. But they will try a field goal now. Dustin Hopkins is a lethal kicker for the Browns. 39-yard attempt for D-Hop from the left hash is up, and it is good. Browns up 3 touchdowns now late in the third quarter. Let's talk about the Falcons scandal. Yeah, listen, I'm not going to lie to you guys, right? Did they deserve to get punished? Yes, I believe so. But, listen, if it's only going to cost me $250,000 and a 5th-round pick to bribe one of the best players in the NFL, I'm going to do it. Like, that feels like the most slap-on-the-wrist punishment I've ever seen. And I don't think that's very fair to the rest of the league. That, you know, they're going to lose a fraction of their business for someone that's going to bring them a lot more revenue, you know? Giants on the return from their own end zone. Down 3 scores, and they returned up to the 21. Is the NFL biased towards Miami? Nah. Dexter Lawrence underrated. Derek Brown better, though. Derek Brown's also a dog. That is true. Well, this game not quite as good as the Bengals and Chiefs from last week, but still pretty entertaining, for me at least. 1 or 2 more plays left in the third quarter. Jones and company got to go to work soon as he's going to uncork one. Deep down the right side, got a receiver down there with a step, but a nice deflection from Juan Thornhill. Tracy, the intended receiver. And there is the man coverage I've been talking about and preaching all afternoon. Wow. Got fined $1.5 million, lost 2 picks. I think I do remember that, actually, yeah. Last play of the third quarter here for the New York Giants. Browns are going to bring 4 once again. Jones deep right side pass in the vicinity of Ward. He knocks it down incomplete. And we still have 1 more second left. For TB and Payton, that makes sense. Yeah, that was not too long ago, I don't feel like. Final play of the third quarter. It is 3rd and 10. And here comes a 6-man rush. Jones left side pass is caught. First down, Wandale Robinson. And we have hit the 4th quarter. There you have it. Wow. 10 minutes left in regulation. The Giants going to have to mount quite the comeback here if they want to force overtime. Pass down the middle is caught by Neighbors. Good start, gain of 10 on the crossing route. Sorry for not chatting these crab legs. Is buzzing right now. Getting ready for the fight tonight. There you go. I forget who is tonight because I'm not big into UFC, but I'm trying to become a little bit into it. It just seems like a fun pastime. But definitely something I want to get into. Malik Neighbors able to snag his 3rd catch today. Jones dropping back from center. Left side he goes, and again it's Malik Neighbors with a gain of 6. Giants going to be 0-3 after this loss. Now they're going to be 1-2. They did get the Week 1 win over the Vikings. So we're still yet to have an 0-3 team, but we will have a 3-0 team in the Browns after this one. So that's pretty cool. 1 minute gone by here in the 4th quarter. Giants right at the midfield stripe, looking to get into Browns territory, and they will with a screen pass to Singletary and a gain of 5. And that's Tracy, actually, with his 2nd catch today, yes. Boxing Tank Davis. All right. Who's leader in yards for receivers and running backs this sim? I have not really kept track of much, like stat-wise for individuals. Kind of wish I did at the beginning of the year, though. Couple of first downs of this drive for the Giants, looking to keep that up here into the Browns half of the field as Jones down the middle, incomplete. Definitely a realistic score, Scribble, I'm not going to lie. For Giants-Browns, this is realistic. I think so, at least, especially in Cleveland. Browns went 8-1 at home last year. Their lone loss was against Baltimore, and they got revenge on the road. 2nd out and 10 here for Daniel Jones. 8:23 left after the incompletion. Jones stepping left, looking to evade pressure, and he will take off. Myles Garrett giving chase and making a nice tackle at the 35. Should be 56-0. It could be if Watson didn't throw that pick. Gonna cook up some Philly cheesesteaks when stream's over. Well, hopefully this game will end sooner than later so you can get to working on those. Myles Garrett giving chase there to Daniel Jones on the QB keeper. Forces a 3rd and inches. Left side pass down the middle. Caught by Robinson on a crossing route. Good enough to pick up 12 and a Giant first down. So Jones not having his best day, but not having his worst day either. He has seen some ghosts, but, you know, he's had a couple good tosses in this one. Jones now moving with a sense of urgency at the Browns' 23-yard line. And he will hand off to Tracy left side, cutting back up the middle. Nice cutback. Able to pick up 4 yards. Well, the Giants, who do they play in Week 4? I got to look forward to the schedule to remember who plays who in the upcoming weeks. Jones out of the empty on a 2nd and 6 from the Browns' 19-yard line this time. Facing a 4-man rush once again. Jones checking it down to Bellinger, and he's got the ball down to the 10. Giants are on Thursday Night Football next week hosting the Dallas Cowboys. That should be a pretty interesting game. Another NFC East matchup. Looking better a little bit too late. You are right about that. And the Browns take on the winless Raiders next week. Looking to become 4-0. Jones making an adjustment to his line of scrimmage. Left side handoff to Singletary. Already has 1 touchdown and making number 2. Doing a little limbo act. Able to get into the end zone for the Giant touchdown. What up, Brendan Marks? And finally, the momentum has ceased. There's Brendan Marks. Yes, indeed. Nice carry there for Devin Singletary. Graham Gano on for the extra point, looking to make this a 2-touchdown game again. Kick is on the way, and it's good. This game is not really over. I feel like it's still possible for the Giants to come back, but first things first, they have to stop the Browns' offense. They haven't been able to do that very much today, giving up touchdowns of 79 and 76 yards to Amari Cooper and Elijah Moore today. Those are not recipes for success, that's one thing for sure. Rigging the score is crazy. Should be 7-0 because that's the score of that game. Dang. Yeah, you were up 10-0 at one point, but Browns scored 31 unanswered points until you came back. If you would have been here the whole time, it could have been different. Naheem Hines will take a knee. And out comes Deshaun Watson. You seem to be the good luck charm for your team there, Brendan Marks. Something like that, at least. But Amari Cooper, have yourself a day. Browns single-game franchise receiving leader, 263 yards last year in Week 16 against the Houston Texans. Joe Flacco and Amari Cooper put on a masterclass display on Christmas Eve, and Amari Cooper saved Christmas for Cleveland. And a wonderful win that I wish we could have re-advised in the wild card. Browns offense back on the field. Touchdown cut down to 2 possessions here. Watson has all day to throw, and he will go right side. It is caught by Jerry Jeudy. He's had quite the quiet day after a boisterous performance in Jacksonville last week, including a touchdown that helped them in their come-from-behind victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars to remain unbeaten. Works the Browns, script writer for the Browns. I might have to be, you know. Chubb in the backfield by himself on first down and 10. We'll get a right side handoff, and he takes it up the middle, plunges forward to pick up 3. Deshaun Watson got the entire team massages. That's why they're playing so well. Is that right? I'm shocked that it took almost 3.5 quarters for me to hear something like that. Did not take that long last week. Should we bench him? No, it's not over yet. Giants look to rush 4, and they will bring 6 on this carry to Nick Chubb on a gain of 2. Yeah, this game's definitely not like blowout range yet. It's a 2-possession game. Giants can get the ball back quick here and get some payback. Especially if they get a stop here. This game could be a lot different. All 3 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. Browns looking to convert a very important 3rd and 5 here. Deshaun Watson throwing right side, caught by Chubb, and he has got the line to gain just enough. Thought for a second they were going to give him forward progress, but that is a huge helping hand in the direction towards a Browns win. No big Chubb or Njoku play yet. I know he hasn't had very good carries today. It is what it is, though. Time is in favor of the Browns here late in the 4th quarter. And the number 1 guy they go to is Nick Chubb up the middle across midfield. Able to break the 50-yard mark. Do I have Chubb in fantasy, by the way? I actually don't remember what my team looked like. Let me take a gander real quick. No, I have CMC. All right, cool. I can live with that. 2 receivers left and 3 to the right side of Deshaun Watson on a 2nd and 6 from the 49-yard line. Watson down the middle. It is caught. Tight space, but fit in nicely to David Njoku. Tomorrow's game is called. Wow, stream is lagging. All right, we're good now. Yeah, tomorrow's game is Colts Bears. Didn't know how much of that you heard. Scribble trying to take over. What the heck, dude? Shoot clock formation for the Browns. 2nd down and 8. One more play before the 2-minute warning. Right side handoff to Nick Chubb, weaving his way up the middle. Nice gain of 7. And we should be headed for the 2-minute warning. Wow. One heck of a second half. And 2nd quarter really for the Browns as we have hit the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland, Ohio. Browns looking to become 3-0 for the first time since their re-move back to Cleveland. 3rd down and 1. Got to expect to run here if you're the Giants from the 31-yard line. And a handoff to Nick Chubb is the play. Kayvon Thibodeau, nice tackle for loss. And Njoku going down with the injury. The injury bug has not left Cleveland since last season. working on his shoulder as well with his hands physically inside of his jersey, breaking electron particles as we speak. As stream continues to deteriorate. Love that. Dustin Hopkins on for the 49-yard attempt from the right hash. Looking to put this game out of reach and make it a 3-score game. Kick is on the way, and it is good. There we go. Maybe it was just lag on my end that time. But we are good. Browns pretty much lock the door, swallow the key. And that is about it. Nights all around. Let's go. It's about time, man. I've been waiting 3 years for this, you know. Madden has done the Browns dirty so many times in this game. Breaking electrons. That's exactly how it works. That's how Madden works, at least. Short kick here from Bojorquez. Return taken from the end zone up to the 20-yard line. Jones will have a garbage time drive from here. Don't think the Browns will be 3-0 in real life. I mean, it's going to be tough. Cowboys, Jaguars, Giants, I think 2-1. Possibly 3-0, but also possibly 1-2. I don't think we go 0-3 in that stretch. I feel like we're going to be locked in and ready to go week 1. I think we beat the Cowboys, but we might be sleeping a little bit in Jacksonville. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I have no idea why stream is lagging. Really don't. I don't know what, I mean, I'm on a wire connection. Who knows? Giants in the no huddle on a 2nd and 1 after the 9-yard gain to Bellinger. Quick pass right side, right back to the tight end, and no, it's actually the fullback Daniel Jones goes to, able to move the sticks. Lag Productions. That's the, whenever I'm lagging, Chad, just type in Lag Productions. That's good enough for me. Lag Steady, Lag Productions, Lag Central. All that works. Final minute of action here in Cleveland, Ohio. The Browns will escape with a 3-0 record after this one. Check down right side to Singletary. With a gain of 4, able to keep the time rolling, which every one of us can appreciate. That's for sure. Had a lag stream when he said Browns be down. It's okay, Exo. All right. We're home field advantage merchants just like you, though. You know how it is. Giants staying in the no huddle here on 2nd and 6 at the 37. Low step taken by Jones. Left side he goes to Singletary out of bounds at the 41. What up, GD? Browns defense is too good. They really are. Jordan Hicks had an interception, which led to a one-play touchdown drive for the Browns. Denzel Ward had a pick as well. Why'd I write the scores? Listen, the Browns would have never lost a game by Sims if that were the case. 30 seconds left now, 3rd and 3. Jones with the pocket collapsing, gonna roll into a sack. Shelby Harris, a big hit. Who's gonna have the most full season pick'em wins when streams stop this year? I'm hoping me, but we'll see. Bears are better personally. I mean, understandably, there's gonna be some bias there, but no team is better on 3rd down than my team, and I will take getting 3rd down stops all day, every day. 4th down and 13 after the 10-yard sack. The Browns have been living in the backfield so far today. And Jones rolling right hand as he throws down the middle, incomplete. A wonderful way to end this one. Zadarius Smith. There we go. 2 blowouts to begin week number 3. But the Jets did it a little bit better. I'll give them credit for that. They had a punt return touchdown in there. Neighbors has, I think, 4 catches today. Probably 35 yards, if I had to guess. Hasn't been terrible, but he has seen better days, and so have the New York Football Giants. But for the Browns, they are on cloud 9. They will improve to 3-0 on the football season with a Week 3 win at home. 2-0 in the pick'ems for Kirk Obang. Me too, my friend. Me too. Let's go. How about it? Clock is going to expire here at Cleveland Browns Stadium, and the Browns are 3-0 for the first time since the franchise has moved back. A 34-17 victory over the New York Giants, and for Daniel Jones and company, back to the drawing board. 34-17 the final. Another game in the books, ladies and gentlemen. And I say the voice crack just for the end. for the cap off for all of those that have stuck with me throughout. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in. Tomorrow's game, the Colts and Bears, should be a good one. So I hope to see all of you there, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Later, guys.